Don't get scared now.
We here at Ghost Tactical want to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And our Christmas present to you guys is our top 5 Christmas movies of all time with guns in them. My name is Trey Miller, and today we're going to discuss our top 5 picks of Christmas movies that deal with guns. Now, these movies can have anything to do with Christmas or be based on Christmas, but also have guns. So let's get going.
It's Santa Claus and his elf.
Be a good little fella now and open the door.
Shoot! What?
Coming in at number 5 on our list is Kiss Kiss Bang Bang from 2005.
Harry, I was thinking some more about this reality versus fiction.
Oh, is that a fact?
Yeah, like in the movies when a guy comes up and sticks a gun in some schmuck's back and says, let's take a walk. All of a sudden he's got a hostage.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Well, in reality, the pros like about 5 feet of separation.
5 feet, huh?
Yeah, that's so the schmuck doesn't take the gun back and make him eat it.
Doesn't that suck? I just hit you for no reason. I don't even know why. Watch it.
This movie stars Robert Downey Jr. as a fast-talking New York burglar who finds himself accidentally doing well in an acting audition following a botched heist just before Christmas. He actually gets the part despite not being an actor at all and is flown out to LA where he teams up with famous Hollywood private investigator played by Val Kilmer and attempts to solve a murder and elude a group of killers in a complex Raymond Chandler-esque plot. There are so many funny little parts in this movie. It might not have been the most well-known movie, but I really enjoyed it. Robert Downey Jr., this is before he became Tony Stark and kind of rejuvenized his career. But Downey Jr. and Val Kilmer are great together. A lot of gun stuff, a lot of comedy. If you guys are interested in having a little fun for Christmas, then go check out our number 5 picture, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Coming in at number 4 on our list is the 1988 classic Scrooge starring Bill Murray. For a very 80s and very funny retelling of a Charles Dickens Christmas Carol, there are a lot of guns in this movie. It's got a really dark sense of humor that kind of fits the decade of the 80s. The source material and Bill Murray in the lead as this New York City-based TV exec, a modern-day Ebenezer. Plus, there are a ton of cameos that'll give a lot of 80s kids some really sentimental flashback. But what gets this movie going is the opening scene. It opens with a mock commercial for a fake Christmas special, The Night the Reindeer Died. Santa's workshop finds itself under attack from terrorists? Yeah, sure, why not? After deciding to make a stand and opening the gun cabinet that's filled with rifles, a few Colt carbines, and even an M60, Santa hunkers down with his M16A2, ready to shoot it out when their savior arrives in the form of Lee Majors, playing himself in full snow gear and armed with, yes, a minigun. And it's also fitted with an M60 handguard. So does it get much better than this? Guys, this movie has been around. Everyone knows about it, but most people may not realize that it does have some guns in there. So if you're going to go out there and you like Bill Murray and you want to enjoy a funny kind of a Christmas Carol style movie, go check out our number 4 pick on the list, Scrooge starring Bill Murray. Coming in at number 3 on our list is Lethal Weapon starring Danny Glover and Mel Gibson. Now guys, this is one of the greatest action movies of all time, regardless if it's a Christmas movie or not. The fact that it's set around Christmas and has Christmas themed stuff throughout the movie is why this is on the list. But it is one of the best action movies ever of all time, no matter what genre and what time frame you're putting it in. It's based around 2 detectives, Sergeant Murtaugh played by Danny Glover and Riggs played by Mel Gibson. Murtaugh is kind of an old school, more traditional of the two. He carries a Smith & Wesson Model 19 and 357 Magnum, which he refers to as the 4-inch Smith. Now, it was a popular choice for police at the time, and it's also seen throughout the film by numerous LAPD officers. Riggs shows his preference for modern firearms carrying the Beretta 92F, but later in the movie, he's also a former sniper and you see him sniping with an HK PSG-1. So there's a lot of different things in here, obviously a lot of different weapons. If you haven't seen Lethal Weapon, then get out from under the rock in which you live. It's a wonderful movie. Being set at Christmas, we also get some interesting scenes from Lethal Weapon that we wouldn't have otherwise, like Gary Busey crashing into Murtaugh's Christmas tree with a car, then taking out the kitchen TV with a blast from his Colt Commando fitted with a scope on the carry handle. Does it get much better than that? Guys, wonderful movie, like I said. Go check out our number 3 choice, Lethal Weapon starring Mel Gibson. Next up on the list is a movie that makes it onto a lot of people's normal holiday movie list, and with good reason. From the score and the holiday music selection to the various holiday-related jokes, the original Die Hard, made in 1988, starring Bruce Willis, is as close to a Christmas movie as a film can get without actually being anything Christmas-related. Who doesn't love the story of John McClane, played by Bruce Willis, a New York City cop who finds himself out of his element, visiting his estranged wife at her high-power corporate job in LA, hoping to patch things up for Christmas and for the sake of their 2 children who have been living with their mom. McClane isn't a super cop. He's not an ex-Special Forces or James Bond or Jason Bourne kind of a guy. He's just a regular cop who finds himself in the wrong place at the wrong time and does what we all hope to do, rise to the occasion to save his wife and other hostages. There are so many guns in this movie, it's hard to even keep count, but let's start with John McClane's Beretta 92F. You've got MP5s, so many different other HK94s. You've got some AUG bullpups. You've got HK P7M13s, M16s, revolvers, anything and everything that you could possibly want to see in a movie, this has it. I know a lot of people get pissed off when they hear about Die Hard being a Christmas movie, and just because it's an action movie doesn't mean that it can't be a Christmas movie. It's about the spirit of Christmas, doing something for others, saving people's lives, and having that dream at the end of getting the girl and having a Merry Christmas. So guys, go check out our number 2 on the list, Die Hard, starring Bruce Willis. Before we unveil our number 1 pick, we remind you to click that subscribe button and click the notification bell. You'll receive notifications anytime we get a new video that released. And now back to the countdown. And coming in at number 1 for our pick for best Christmas movie of all time with guns in it is a 1983 classic, A Christmas Story. This movie is about Christmas in the 50s, and it's full of nostalgia for 2 generations of Americans and is an absolute staple for many families during the holidays. In fact, some TV networks still run back-to-back marathons of this movie on Christmas Day every year. A big portion of the plot revolves around Ralphie, who's played by Peter Billingsley's all-consuming desire for a genuine Red Ryder carbine action 200-shot range model BB gun with a compass and a sundial in the stock. And as everyone knows, he's repeatedly denied through the movie with one of the greatest lines ever.
No, shoot your eye out.
Oh no, it was the classic mother BB gun block. You'll shoot your eye out. You'll shoot your eye out? My mother must have gotten to Miss Shields. There could be no other explanation.
You'll shoot your eye out! You'll shoot your eye out! No, I want an official Red Ryder carbine action 200-shot range battle rifle.
You'll shoot your eye out, kid. Merry Christmas.
So guys, there's going to be a lot of people that are upset with this being our number 1 pick, but this right here, everyone knows the line, you'll shoot your eye out. And you may not know where that came from. This is it. This is the movie that line came from. Before all the other movies that we've talked about today, this one was prior to any of them. This is, in our opinion, the number 1 pick for greatest Christmas movie of all time with guns in it, A Christmas Story. Well, now that we know that you've subscribed to the channel and hit that notification bell, what we're asking you to do now is to hit that thumbs up button or the thumbs down button. But you know what? We honestly prefer the thumbs up button. After that, come down below here and make sure you leave us a comment. We love hearing your feedback and we love to hear what you think about the video. Are you in the mood for some more awesome 2A content? Then make sure you check out our website, ghosttacticalproductions.com, and check us out on all of our social media platforms. And don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell to be notified about our latest videos. Till next time, Semper Fi.